Hello and welcome to our special 1K subscribers Q&A. I'm Jim.
I'm Sam.
And this is a special Jokakaka. I didn't say the name earlier. This is Jokakaka.
Of course.
We wanted to do a Q&A, so we put that video out a few days ago, and we got a ton of responses, so I'm really excited to dive in and chat about some of these.
Funny enough, we were going to put this video up before, but we kind of jumped, so many subscribers.
Yeah, we had recorded another one saying, hey guys, we're going to hit 1K soon, we think, and then we did before I could even post that one, so.
Yeah, because you guys are crazy, and it kind of blew up the last chapter, because we were like, we're going to take a while before 1K, and then it's 1.1K right now, fuck.
Yeah, it's freaking awesome. I just want to say thank you so much to everyone. We're not going to be able to get to every single question, and a lot of them are kind of repeats, but I do want to say thank you so much, guys, for all the congrats, and it just means a lot to us that we have people who care about this and are interested, and we have a lot of fun with it.
Enjoy our shitty little podcast.
Exactly.
So, you start out if you want.
All right, do you want to, we can just do maybe a few at a time, or alternate, or however.
Yeah, alternate.
Alternate sounds good. So, I will keep track of who's saying things, just so that we don't double up. We're going to start with Joel Garcia. Asked, is Yasuho best girl? And you know what? The answer is yes.
Part 8 or in JoJo in general?
In general, or just all-time best girls? The answer is yes.
Answer is no.
Die.
It's hard because Trish and Mitsuba exist.
Mitsuba's pretty cool. I feel like she hasn't really proven herself yet. She has gotten more screen time than all of Part 5 Trish, but...
Yeah. I admit, as much as I love Trish, she doesn't get much.
Because I feel like Mitsuba could very easily become like a hot pants of Part 8, where she just gets super important and then just kind of gets brushed away really quick.
Killed off screen.
Yeah, killed off in a sad way.
And I think Foo Fighters is also great as well.
Yeah.
But Jim is a big Yasha stan, so I know he was gonna say that.
Who, me?
Yeah, you would say Yasha best girl.
Oh yeah, of course, naturally. All right, do you want to hit me with one?
Yes. Game and play as favorite seinen manga, favorite shonen manga, and favorite shoujo manga.
All right, you can go first.
All right. So seinen, it's.
Sorry, wait. Just to explain, seinen is manga directed towards an older male audience. Shoujo is towards a younger female, and shonen, which most people are familiar with, is a younger male audience.
Yeah. So I guess we alternate between we'll start with seinen first, but
seinen. Okay.
I really love Records of Ragnarok right now. It's fucking rad.
Records of Ragnarok is very fucking cool, and it's so hype. I just wish that it came out more frequently.
I know, the monthly. It's like JoJo. It's hard, but it combines mythology with history, and I fucking love that, and I can't wait. Because if you want to get into it, now's probably your best chance in the force fight. Just end it. It's literally like a tournament arc manga, and it's awesome.
Yeah, it's pure distilled tournament arc. Gods versus famous humans, and it is so hype. The way that action is done in this is just pinnacle of what you can do in a manga. Yeah, cannot recommend it enough. Especially if you're a big fan of One Punch Man. Or those kind of things where the art conveys so much action. 100% recommend.
Yes, that's probably my favorite right now that I'm really reading, because trying to think back is a very big question. Dorohedoro also is fucking awesome. That's probably also one of my favorites.
Haven't read it yet. Don't crucify me.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Please.
I did the first half more than the second half, but it's still fucking awesome art. Very horror-ish.
I do like
also
horror.
Goofy. It's horror and goofiness. It's weird.
Hell yeah.
It's great though. It's good weird. That's a good description of Dorohedoro. It's good weird.
All right. Can I go for my seinen? So I was thinking about this kind of. I don't know. It's really hard for me to pick one because there's so many that are really important to me. Innocent is a series that I read pretty recently, and I binged the entire initial series, which was over 100 chapters in 2 days. It was just fucking incredible, which is about it's about a family of executioners in the during the French Revolution. So it's definitely, I guess, considered a seinen. That or Goodnight Punpun. Goodnight Punpun and all of what's this, Ina Asano's work is just transcendent and tremendous. That's all I can say, really. All right, do you want to move on to shonen?
Yeah, which is like I have probably the most like read about.
Yeah, shonen definitely is the most that we experienced here in the West.
Yeah, I mean, like growing up, I did love DBZ and Naruto, but like now, I loved ongoing is Dr. Stone definitely, because like I'm reading Dr. Stone and Chainsaw Man also is Dr. Stone and Chainsaw Man are probably my favorite two right now. They're both just like awesome.
100% agree. I was gonna say those two. If I had to pick an ongoing one, yeah.
Yeah, in like it's tough. It's a bit of like it's so hard to pick a shonen one.
It really fucking is.
But yeah, and I Hunter x Hunter I'm love right now reading, but like I have to start the Chimera Ant arc soon to keep going with that and confirm how much I love it.
Yeah, I would say I would pick Hunter x Hunter personally. Hunter x Hunter is my favorite shonen manga.
Yeah.
Like I watched the anime and then I read the manga, and it is just like it's something that I think about a lot. It has some of the like surprisingly deepest characters in places you wouldn't expect, and yeah, I don't know. I don't want to talk too much about Hunter x Hunter, but
yeah.
Someone else actually asked a question. I just want to, while we're in the middle of this, CVA TV Bizarre Adventure asked, "Do you like Hunter x Hunter?" Well, CVA TV Bizarre Adventure, I have a series for you. Sam and I are doing a Hunter x Hunter podcast also, where we just talk about the major arcs, because Sam is reading through it currently. So we've done everything up until Greed Island.
Yes, I put off Chimera Ant arc. It's a lot, but I think me and Jim are talking about, like, Jim said it's like a halfway point I can stop at, that we can do like 2 episodes about it.
Yeah, so keep your eyes out. Maybe in the near future we'll be putting out another one of those.
If I get my ass moving, we'll see.
Also, he did ask, "Are you an e-girl?" And I have to say, no comment.
Maybe winky face.
All right. Next one. So shoujo manga. Can you think of a shoujo manga that is your favorite?
I mean, because my sister like got me to watch the original Fruits Basket, which I loved. I like Yamada-kun, was really good. That's like the only 2 I really can think of that are shoujo.
Yeah, this is really hard for me because
not really my cup of tea. So like those are 2 I liked like watching or reading.
Yeah, like I really enjoy I enjoy a good romance story here and there, but I was looking and I really have not read much shoujo, if any shoujo. I've really seen a lot of shoujo anime. And if I had to pick like my favorite shoujo anime, I would maybe say like Utena, maybe Revolutionary Girl Utena. I guess that's shoujo.
Is it?
It was an anime before, and it's kind of like a magical girl show, but not really. I don't know. It's kind of hard because like I'm sure a lot of people will be like thinking, "Oh, cute girl shows are shoujo," but that's not entirely true. Like you have to think about who the audience is aimed for and like what publication it's in. So I don't know. I'm kind of gonna pass. I'll say Utena, but /pass because I'm not sure. I really haven't just not read shoujo.
Yeah. But yeah,
recommend me some good shoujo, people in the comments.
Yeah, most of the shoujo was just my sister like getting me to watch something she was watching at the time, and that was like Fruits Basket, which I did enjoy. But
all right, so let's move on to the next one. Let's try and go quick.
Yeah.
Some of these are going to take a little bit longer, but I mean that's fun. That's why we're here. So we got a lot of like give us your top 5 characters, 10 characters. Like
we do have old videos about some of those.
We do, yes. Highly recommend scrubbing through our catalog. I have put everything into playlists, so check out like I call it the non-canonical Jokakaka playlist, and those are the ones where we talk about like favorite stands, favorite whatever.
I would love to go back and just kind of like do a new list or just kind of refresh, maybe like think about again. Especially now with Part 8. Stuff we got from Part 8.
Because like I've been rereading JoJo too since we did those original ones, so like I have a lot more opinions about Part 3 now and things like that. But so to kind of pick one question to summarize this, I think this is a good one. So Vinicius Gabriel asks, what is your favorite JoJo character from the old universe and the new universe?
You go first.
Oh, right. Damn. I did not want to go so freaking quick. From the old universe, Bruno Bucciarati from Part 5.
Okay.
I was thinking a lot about Bruno recently. Because I was watching a video about Part 5, and I was just thinking about how, like, Bruno does a lot of really cool stuff, and he's a really, like, caring person for his gang in the part, but all, like, the flashbacks of him visiting and, like, recruiting the people, and some of the stuff the anime added also just is, like, a little cherry on top. It just shows how, like, benevolent Bruno is. Even though he is in the mafia and he is an actual gangster criminal, he just is so caring, and then when he dies and halfway through Part 5, but still keeps his body alive, his willpower is just so fucking strong. So Bruno is my favorite old universe character, and my favorite new universe character. This is really hard. I feel weird picking a Part 8 character just because I don't know where the pieces are going to fall yet, but I'm really tempted to say Gyro. Like, Gyro is so awesome. No, sorry, that's wrong. Diego Brando.
Okay.
Diego Brando from SBR is so incredible. When they gave him a flashback about his determination, it felt like a great reinterpretation of the old character. That's my answer.
He also has one of the biggest, like, jizz in your pants moments, like, ever with, like, the world thing.
It is
world
just
moment.
incredible. Absolutely incredible. He's also extremely hot. The hottest JoJo character there fucking
Everybody is hot in Part 7 except for Pork Pie Hat Kid.
He tries.
He doesn't. Old universe, I gotta say Joseph. I just love him so much.
Oh, I love Joseph.
And, like, especially when, like, Part 3 Joseph, I love because you see, like, how much he changed but still is the goofball. Like, the strategic goofball he is.
I just love how often he changes his costume in Part 3. It's really funny.
He is literally fashion souls for JoJo. And the only thing is, he's like, the only thing that's, like, kind of the oof kind of thing is, like, when you find out that he did cheat on his wife.
I kind of like that. It's like, it adds an aspect.
So you approve on cheating on your
No, I don't. I'm going to take a stand. I'm against cheating. What I like is the idea that like one of our main JoJo characters is a very flawed person, and it feels in line with his character. Honestly, I mean, like, think of how he behaves in Part 2, and like, he obviously is like a little like less raunchy and turned down in Part 3, but I don't think it's like impossible to believe that this crazy guy would do that.
But the one part he does get featured in Part 4, where he's like him with, like, the baby. I fucking love that arc with him and Josuke.
Yeah, it's arguably one of my favorites.
Yeah, so probably Joseph, just because he's in a lot of parts, and he's always, like, makes me, like, smile and laugh, like, no matter where he's at. And in the universe, I just love Johnny. Johnny is, like, one of my favorite characters, especially the main characters. He just gets, like, the most development and growth from, like, any JoJo main character in their part.
Johnny's really good. I agree.
And I love his stand. I love he's like, he has a disability. He has to work with it, and I fucking love that.
When I was reading Part 7 initially, and I saw that Johnny was in a wheelchair, or, like, handicapped, I thought for sure that was going to be dropped instantly. And the fact that is, like, a continuous aspect of his character, and that he has to constantly work around it. Even though there are a lot of times where he's just on his knees, and that would be fucking impossible if he actually was paralyzed below the waist.
They put him in a fighting game, multiple fighting games, so, I mean, they have to make it work.
They have to.
So, yeah, it's probably those two are my favorites.
Those are really good answers. I like this. Yeah. So do you have one for me?
Yes.
Next, another question.
So, from Young Turkey, he says, hey, I'm a new viewer and wondering if you guys ever come up with cool custom stands or ever had plans to do an episode discussing fan stands during the gap between chapters. So, we actually talked about earlier about, like, kind of doing an episode where people can, like, leave their OC stands and we kind of debate who would win in a fight. And
yeah.
But we want to talk about our OC stands because everybody has them.
Everyone has them. If they say they don't have them, they're fucking lying. They're fucking dirty part skipper Jojo Brony.
So I guess I'll go first.
Sure.
There's a stance that you want you yourself to have, and then there's stands you probably would end up getting with bad luck, like a Notorious B.I.G. or some shit. But my OC one was called like Search and Destroy, which was like it's just a humanoid stand, but it kind of has like a blowpipe in the hand, so it shoots you with a paint. And then whatever you throw, like it would basically go homing into the paint, and the farther away you are, the more speed the object would gain and like hit you. So it's kind of like a magnet this is a kind of magnetic stance, but
yeah, it's a really fun idea.
But more of like a thing like, you know, carry around screws and like weird things you just carry in your pocket and throw at people.
Yeah, it's fun because it's very similar to a lot of existing stand abilities, but it's got like a fun twist to it.
Yeah, and like the paint probably have some kind of stupid weakness like alcohol or something, like because Jojo, everything has to have a weakness.
That's such a great idea. I love that so much. Like you have to pour alcohol on it to wash the paint off,
or remove their clothes to like so they don't get hit by something with the paint.
You would just become one of those like joke arc villains where you're just shooting the JoJos and they're like naked because they're ripping their clothes off.
Yes,
that's fucking funny.
Gag. But go ahead.
All right, so my custom stand is I actually commissioned an artist to draw it because I
did you?
Yeah, I showed it to you forever ago. I'm sure.
Yeah, I forget. It's been a while.
This is literally like a year or so ago. Because I like to draw, but I'm not very good, so I wanted an artist to take my design and make it look like good. So my stand is called Dude Looks Like a Lady. It is a like giant pink. It was very inspired by like Paisley Park. Like I like the big pink of Paisley Park. And it is I think you said, I have not gotten far enough into One Piece to know, but I think you said there's a One Piece character with it similar. Basically, Dude looks like a lady. If it punches you, it transforms you into the opposite gender, and then till it punches you again.
Well, the One Piece character has hormone control, so I mean, it could just be that in JoJo as well.
Yeah, that's like, I guess, a more scientific way of explaining it. But no, my idea would be like sillier, where like if it punches something, it would turn it pink, or like just to a point of just like hilarious abstraction of like girl pink, boy blue, that kind of thing, you know?
Yeah, but honestly, if I have a stand like right now, for like in real life, it'd honestly be like a Rambling Man, where I just ramble, where people just lose attention and like go away and like lose interest.
One thing I love, I'm not like super big fan of the Super Best Friends. Well, I guess they're dead. They don't exist anymore.
I
know that there's like a running joke, and I've seen a lot of compilations of Pat having to stand crazy talk, where he just makes mistakes every time he speaks, and he just tells lies by accident because he misremembers things, which is really funny.
I think Wooly has Bring Me to Life, which I forget what it does, but I didn't know people make jokes about Bring Me to Life.
That's fucking funny. All right, I love that. Yeah, maybe we'll not asking for it now, but maybe we'll do a thing where people can send us their stands. Preferably if they have like drawn designs of it, and then we would do like a sort of like Sam will pick one, I'll pick one, and then we'll see who would win in a fight.
If you can't draw, you put them in the comments. If you can draw, you could probably comment on like the Twitter post or something.
Or our Discord.
Or Discord.
Join the Discord.
Yes, plug you
link
that.
below.
All right, go ahead. It's your question.
All right, so let me see. There were some really, really good ones. We got a lot of questions about the sort of ending of JoJolion. So I think, we got a bunch of those, so I think we'll just do one and then briefly explain how we think it'll end, because I don't want to go too far deep into this.
That's fine.
So Slimac asks, do you have any theory about JoJolion's end? So yeah, that's very self-explanatory.
Yeah.
I think that we are going to see so I don't know, is it supposed to be like what I want it to happen or what I think will happen? Because what I think will happen is Kato will be the main sort of end antagonist that has been like coercing Jobin into doing things. Jobin is probably going to kill her and die in the process of it. While Tsurugi, Norisuke, and Yasuho, everyone is healed by the fruit. Everyone's fine.
They cut it up.
What was that?
I think
they cut it up.
Fruit and pass it around.
Hell yeah.
Because I don't know, man. It's like there's so much to happen. It's just like what I want to happen. I think Jobin will die. Right, and I still think something gappy is gonna happen with him. Either he's gonna like I still want him to have dual wielding like Killer Queen and Soft and Wet. I think that's gonna be like the world reveal of the end of Part 8.
It would be so fucking sick to see Killer Queen again.
This Killer Queen is soft and wet doing a double bra and just be like, it's just a weird side effect on like the fruit on like a guy with like made of two people.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of theories. I dropped something about stand evolution and the idea that we're gonna see a stand evolve because it's like kind of a commonplace in JoJo, and we haven't seen it happen in Part 8 yet.
You know what? It's gonna be Jobin and Kaito like against just Josuke, and Josuke's gonna somehow pop out with both the stands.
That'd be freaking sick.
And fucking just combine his plunder ability with the explosives. He'll somehow like split again, or some kind of split, some weird awakening. I don't know. That's just what that's what I want in my fan fiction.
No, that sounds pretty cool. Yeah. All right, was that mine? I think that was mine.
That was yours.
All right, give me one.
So Mohan77 says, "Congrats, guys. What music are you into?"
Oh shit, this is a great question.
Yeah, I mean, JoJo, you gotta have a music question.
Yeah, I love one thing. I just want to say, I love that JoJo has like this inherent connection to music, with all of the stand names, and it causes a lot of people to look into, really old acts that Araki just is really into. And I think that's just really cool. Like, I've found a lot of music through JoJo. I've become a bit of a Steely Dan fan through JoJo. Not gonna lie.
I was into a lot of classic rock because my dad would always play, and that's why I really like Bad Company and like Queen, of course. But funny enough, like I'm a huge Green Day fan, and it's like before I got into JoJo, like, oh yeah, there's a stand named Green Day. I'm like, fucking really? It's awesome. It better be awesome, and the guy who used it better not be a horrifying doctor man monster.
And no, he's not. He's fine. He's normal.
He's fine. Yes, he's not weird at all. And so I'm a huge Green Day. I like Gorillaz a lot. Like, it's just like I have a weird variety of music I listen to.
Yes, I'm the same way. I've been so lately. What I tend to do, I think a lot of people do. Maybe I'm not, or maybe not. Maybe I'm crazy. Is I'll hyperfixate on like one band or one album and only listen to that at one time. So lately I've been listening to the new Grimes album a lot, Miss Anthropocene, which, you know, it's not a perfect album, but it has a really different vibe, and when I go to it I feel very certain ways, which I like. So yeah, a lot of Grimes. If I had to pick like favorite band, when I was younger I was really into shoegaze. I liked like Lush. I loved My Bloody Valentine. Recently, I really like a lot of kind of psychedelic-y or music like that. Lately, Tame Impala, I'd probably say, is my favorite band, even though their new album's kind of a letdown.
Dude, I'm like that with Green Day. I'm like, the last like albums have not been very good personally. I just like...
Funnily enough, I actually have been listening to American Idiot a lot recently.
Same. I listen to like in my car. Like if I'm like on the highway, I'm like, I'm gonna put Jesus Suburbia on. And
I love that song so much.
It's so good.
I have to say, American Idiot has kind of the album's a little deteriorated for me. There's a lot of tracks I skip because I'm just sick of them. But
there's two songs in the middle I can see skipping, but I listen to the whole thing straight. Like I love it.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of others. Like King Crimson is another band I got really into maybe year or so ago. I wonder why.
It's funny, like there's a lot of like there's like mid 2000 bands I like, but only like one album from them. like
who? Like give a few examples for our dear viewers.
I like the first Panic! At the Disco album. That's it. I like Under the Cork Tree Fall Out Boy album, and every other album I don't like by them. Who else do I like? There's like the two big ones. I like you know, like My Chemical Romance from like I like both like their first three albums a lot.
Yeah, not really a big fan. When I was younger, I also like the music that I was into during high school was like I loved Mastodon, Between the Buried and Me, like, really heavy metal, but drifting towards a proggier way. I was really into prog. And still kind of am. I'm very nerdy.
I mean, I was super big on like 3 8 grades, and I still like Breaking Benjamin today. But like this is me. But like, you know, you're the ones you get memed on. Like, you like that music? I'm like, oh yeah. But yeah, Gorillaz I love a lot too. But
yeah, Gorillaz are very good. I enjoy Gorillaz.
Like I listened to that first album, like the self-titled album, like a lot.
Dude, I was just listening to it today.
Like Clint Eastwood is the song I will like just randomly start rapping to because it's the only rap song, like rap part I was like can just go straight up into. And Deltron's album I love a lot.
Oh, shit. Okay, one more. Kendrick Lamar. Big fan of Kendrick. To Pimp a Butterfly, one of my favorite albums of all time. Like every other white guy that likes rap.
Yeah.
I mean, all right, do you have any more? One last one, maybe?
Just video game OSTs in general.
God damn it, that's the real right answer. Fuck.
Revengeance, the FF7 remake soundtrack is fucking awesome.
Dude, I only listen to fucking video game music. The Danganronpa soundtracks, Nier Automata.
I listen to the Donkey Kong Country 2 soundtrack because it's fucking awesome.
My favorite Jet Set Radio and Jet Set Radio Future have incredible soundtracks.
Jet Set Radio is great. Yeah.
All right, okay. We need to move on. Next question.
Good shit, pal.
All right, so our next question comes from Permello, which is a really good one. It's kind of long, but I want to read it in its entirety. Congrats, guys. Super proud of y'all. Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you.
An interesting topic of discussion, I think. What's your take on the inaccessibility of JoJo? I've started recommending my less than savvy anime friends to check out Steel Ball Run first, since I know they'd never get past Phantom Blood, and I'd rather have them experience a less than perfect first impression and get hooked than to never even pass the first hurdle. Do you think JoJo's inaccessibility is a problem that needs to be solved, or a feature that's inextricably linked to it that just needs to be overcome? Really interested in your thoughts. I've been thinking about this a lot lately. This is a very, really, I think very like eloquently written question, because my gut reaction to part skipping is
disgusting.
Yeah, it's disgusting. I'd say no.
Just like Time Travelers, Animal Crossing, right, Jim? I'm glad your turnips got destroyed.
Hey, how dare you? That's cruel. I lost like 500,000 bells in one day, dude.
You deserve it.
No, but like the justification that you give here is really valid, because
yes,
I bounced off JoJo the first time I tried watching it.
Yeah, because like I think I told you can watch it, but it's like part one is kind of it starts out slow, kind of like a slow burn, but like when you hit part two, you'll fucking fall in love and just not look back from there.
And it's pretty true. Like, and it's funny because, to answer your question specifically, I think it is, I don't think it's a problem that can be solved. The inaccessibility of JoJo, I think it literally is, as you said, like it's linked to the series. Because it's like, I think another point to compare would be try reading a comic from the era that JoJo came out. Like, try reading an American comic.
Yeah.
A lot of modern comics readers are going to find them very hard to read because they can be a lot wordier. The art doesn't look how they like it to look.
Yeah, I own a bunch of, like, me and you both own, like, comics from, like, that era, and a lot of them are rough, or, like, dialogue is not the best.
Yeah, it's just because it's, like, a difference in like standards, and like the kind of comics that are coming out now have developed so much more than those at the time. Not saying that either one is better or worse, but I think that it can be hard for people who they hear all about the funny fucking JoJo memes, they see their friends talking about it, they see the funny scenes,
it has a stigma to it that people hesitate to get into.
It's very true. Yeah, you disgusting JoJo fans out there are ruining it.
It's just big buff men punching itself with ghosts, and it's just like there's more to it. These characters are really good despite their appearances. Like, and the thing is, I love part 7. Like, it's still my favorite part. But like trying to tell people to start with part 7, like there's so many the little Easter egg nods to past parts, and then at the end with the reveal with the world is so good. If you read like part 3, it's like so good, and like it makes that moment like 20 times better.
Yeah, I think that's like the one moment we can point to is like that moment is one of the most hype moments ever in manga. Like for me, like it's like number one. And yeah, if you don't have any prior experience with JoJo, then you're not gonna get the context. Not that it won't be enjoyable. Like it still is really cool because it's like, oh my god, what is this new power that Dio has now? But I don't know. Like I think part of JoJo. And part of the appeal of JoJo is that it is like a legacy series. Like, each part is building off of what happened in the previous, whether it be characters, whether it be history, whether it be writing style, like Araki's writing style, how he's improving part by part. And thinking of how, like, I didn't enjoy part 1 when I first watched it, but when I went back and read it, sorry, my cat just sneezed. When I went back and read it, I really, really enjoyed it. And I found, now that I am like familiar with JoJo and like have found things that I really love about Araki's style, so much more stood out to me and made me appreciate it that much more.
Yeah, and part 1's where you get Dio's character, like his character stuff, because part 3 you don't get it nearly that often.
Yeah, I think one of the hesitations, and I think you can even see it in the anime too, is like, or sorry, not hesitation, but like the expectation to rush through part 1, because it's like, all right, I got to get through this to get to the next one. So I think that in the anime, it feels like they kind of are picking the pace up a bit, where some of the really cool parts about part 1 are how like atmospheric it is, and
they also combine part 1 and 2 in the first season.
Yeah, which is probably part of like selling it, because I'm sure that a lot of people were like turned off by the idea of like, oh, only part 1 JoJo movie, like, or TV show.
Part 1 ends so good, like.
It really fucking does. Part 1's ending is incredible.
It's so, because part 1, like, it establishes Dio, the first Joestar, like the basic Joestar, to the like, evolution to like where we are now. It's like great, and then you get Speedwagon's very important with the Speedwagon Foundation. Like, there's so much like stuff starts in part 1 and then into part 2 that are like super important. But I guess a lot of people did start with part 3 since it's like the most popular, and it was probably like the big Shonen Jump like manga at the time.
Yeah, so I don't know. I think so. Where do you fall on this? Do you think it's a problem to be solved? Like, do you think it's okay to?
I don't like skipping parts, honestly, but like parts have been super good. But I think you get more from just starting from the beginning. Put that like disgust you have for fan bases aside, just for reading it, and I don't want to be part of this fan base. Then don't.
Yeah,
like, there's a stigma. Like, I'm a wrestling fan, and there's a bad stigma between wrestling fans, and I 100% like agree like how like annoying wrestling fans are. But like, I'm not gonna like put it as like I'm not gonna watch wrestling again because of these annoying fans. No. Just enjoy it. Just enjoy it for yourself. You don't have to like indulge in them.
I think that's a really good point. At the end of the day, I am not the police. I cannot tell people how to experience, as much as we like to joke around like, oh, filthy part skippers.
Yeah.
Media exists to be read at or experienced at your convenience.
Yeah.
It's not like I think if you have a friend that would much rather enjoy getting into JoJo by reading a later part, then I mean, sure, but it's not what I would recommend personally.
You get more out of it from reading it all.
Yeah, I think it becomes like much more. You get much more of a cohesive feel for the journey of Araki as a writer and like the series. And
the best part of JoJo, you can take a break after every part if you want to, because every part's kind of like it's a separate story with like some stuff popping in here and there, which is like probably an easier way to read through a series. It's not like One Piece where you keep just reading and reading and reading.
One thing I'd like to mention is this was actually kind of a Twitter. There was a bit of a Twitter argument happening recently about this, and I thought it was interesting. A lot of people were just saying like how much they're talking about like, oh, you can skip part 3, it's boring or whatever. And one of the I wish I could remember. I'm trying to pull it up right now. It was either cool or it was one of the JoJo translators said something like, back in the day when JoJo was first getting translated, we didn't even have part 3. Like, we didn't even have this as an option to be read. So we're living in a time where we have all of these that have been fan translated, like colored. Very wonderfully. Yeah, we have color editions, and it's funny to like be like, oh no, you can skip this, because from their point of view, they've been in the thick of it for so long that it's
they
like,
had the
why would you want
dub
to?
And early part 5 dub is like rough as well.
Yeah, so I don't know. I kind of fall in that too. It's like maybe you want to rush through JoJo, but it's really like there's so much of it to enjoy, and there's so much to enjoy in every part. And we're doing a part 3 podcast right now, reading it, and I, who have been very critical of part 3 before, am a real big fan of it now. Like, I am finding a lot to enjoy, and I think reading it is better. I think that David Pro didn't need to adapt it the way they did. It was kind of
2 seasons worth. Yeah,
maybe we could have sped things up a little bit.
Yeah, and it's fun.
All right, give me another question, because that was a long one.
Let's see. From that one guy, Kel says, "What's your favorite power system?" Second question: what power would you like to have in that system? So, can we both agree that we both like Nen? Like probably
Nen
the
is the
powers.
best. So yeah, when I brought this question up to you first, you weren't sure if it was JoJo, like a JoJo power system one, or anime specific. But yeah, going anime specific, it's just Nen is just perfect. It's like
Cool.
he thought of every possible good way to like straightforwardly explain a power, and then he also gave himself a lot of like what's it called? Wiggle room to explain like things that don't really work, and it keeps it really interesting.
Yes. And so what would be the power you would want in that system?
In
That's
Nen?
the second question. Yeah. So what power would you like to have in that system?
Damn, it's like so open-ended. I've thought a lot about like potential Nen powers, because I wanted to do a Hunter x Hunter like tabletop RPG, like a D&D style thing. And had a lot of fun like creating characters and stuff. So I kind of, in my head, I've created this idea. Let me try and think. It's been a while since I thought about Hunter x Hunter.
You want me to do mine first then?
Yeah, do yours first.
So I'm a huge hobby of building Gunpla models. So I was doing like a manipulator who could just have a bunch of the racks of parts, and I could just manipulate them so you just make Gundams like out of the fly, and they can use like, you know, they can shoot the blast with the other kind of Nen, and it was just like you can forge Gundams and then use the other Nen to like enhance its actual weapons, which I think that would be like cool, really cool. But it's limited by the parts you have, and you can only use the parts once. So
yeah, that's really cool. And then it would be funny because you have to like spend a lot of money to buy all the parts.
Yes, because Gunplas are expensive. I just ordered a $30
one. So for mine, what I was thinking of is it's like it would be. I'm trying to remember the words. It would be like a transmutation and conjuration stand, and it would be, or sorry, not stand, Nen ability, where it's like the item that you create would be like a fountain pen, and there would be, so this is like my end game boss character. So I thought a lot. No, not really, not quite. Basically, he could use his pen to draw like 2-dimensional things that would jump off the ground, and whatever texture that is would come and attack you.
So Chalk Zone.
Kind of. But then I thought of like his like super dangerous ability that costs a lot. That would have to have a crazy condition, where he would like inject the tip of the fountain pen into like your neck, into like someone else's neck, and suck up like your blood and use it as ink to create like a doppelganger of you.
Huh.
I haven't thought of a good condition for it to like justify that, but
yeah, my condition is like money.
that works so naturally too.
Also, there's like a $600 like giant ass model of a Gundam, and I'm like, that is like the ultimate like weapon for my guy, but you can afford it. But yeah, it's always fun doing your OCs.
Yeah, I feel like Nen is like a limitless system. There's almost nothing that you can not do with Nen.
You have any runner-ups?
Let me think. I don't know. It's funny because I always just jump to Nen. Probably stands, because stands are just really fucking fun. There's a lot of style with stands. There's a lot of... It also kind of with Hunter x Hunter, stands have a lot of built-in conditions that make them really interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of dig the alchemy in FMA.
You know, I feel like that's something that's not as fleshed out as it could be. Especially with Ed. I feel like Ed is just like god tier power in that. But he just always like defaults to doing the same things. The same like turns his arm into a blade or makes a spike from the ground.
Ground shield.
Yeah, it's just like, I don't know, with something like Nen or stands, we see the same abilities used in like a crazy amount of ways. Or we see this power system stretched to its limit with Nen, where like we haven't gotten to some of the Chimera Ant Arc fights, but some of those are just like galaxy brain level plays.
Also, the runner-up is the Devil Fruit from One Piece. They really use everything they can from their abilities, and I fucking love it. I don't want to go into, because you haven't read it yet, I don't want to go into detail about some of them, but they really stretch like what they can do with them. So, especially with the hormone one we mentioned earlier. So, go ahead.
All right, let's move on to our next one. So from Dang It Ron Paz V19, spelled like that. How did you and Sam come to creating this podcast? Was it a thing that you wanted to do for a while, or was it like a sporadic decision?
Oh shit! So we're doing the retrospective now.
Well, I think we can do this quickly, and then we can maybe talk about it a little more near the end.
Yeah.
But so initially, Sam and I, so long time viewers of Jokakaka might remember that Jokakaka wasn't always the name of this channel.
Mm-hmm.
It was originally called The Nyancast.
Yes.
Which was a podcast that we did for a while, where we...
laptop microphone.
What was that?
We did it on a laptop microphone for a while.
Oh, yes. They're still there. They're still on our channel if you're interested. I don't recommend them. The audio quality's fucking garbage. But every week, we would find an anime with a cat girl in it, and we would watch it, at least one episode. Sometimes we didn't make it through one episode. And then we would say, cat girls, are they cute? And we'd give our final grade at the end, and then we would never think about the series again, unless it was Cat Planet Cuties.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's the most memorable one. That one was batshit insanity.
Yeah, we did find some good ones, and we also just started using it as an excuse to talk about anime we liked, like Dragon Maid. We started doing like Monster Girl anime as well, just because those can be more fun.
Close enough.
But yeah.
And then I convinced Jim to finally read JoJo, and then as we
took a long
talk
time
about it.
Yeah, once I caught up, once I started reading JoJo, we did a part 5. So this was after part 4's anime had just ended. So we did a part 5 spoiler cast, and then I read part 6. We did part 6 spoiler cast, part 7 spoiler cast. Then I caught up to part 8, and we started doing our Jokakaka as we know it today.
And rebranded and everything.
Yeah, and I believe, it's going to sound nuts, I believe that was like 3 years ago that we started doing Jokakaka.
Yeah, I guess so.
Disgusting.
I know, absolutely disgusting. But I had a lot of fun doing that early. The early stuff was fun, though. Especially, like, Cat Planet Cuties is so fucking insanity that...
Oh, I certainly had a lot of fun doing it.
Yeah. No one watched them, but...
Literally no one. We had 0 fucking viewers. It was hilarious. I can't believe we did it for 50 episodes.
Did we? Wow.
We did 50 episodes of Nyancast, and no one fucking watched, because it's terrible. And then we slowly started to get people to watch our JoJo stuff, which was mind-blowing.
Yeah, the Part 8 videos really started coming in the...
And then this past year and a half, we've really blown up in a lot of ways. We jumped from getting like a couple hundred views on a video to our last couple videos have gotten like 5,000 plus views.
Thank you for finally getting past that Rohan video, because people are dumb.
Oh, that's a story for another time.
If we had a hate comment episode, that would be the one.
So yeah, one thing I do want to say before we go to the next one, I do have vivid memories of, I was over at a friend's house, taking his dog out for a walk, and I thought, I was like, you know, it'd be really funny if Sam and I did a podcast about cat girls, and then I messaged you, and you said LOL or something, and then we fucking did it, and that's how it happened.
There must have been, I forget the very first thing we watched was, but...
How could you? It's Nyanko Days.
Oh god, that's why I forgot it.
You hated it so much, I don't think you even watched the first episode, which was 5 minutes.
I watched the first episode, I didn't say I enjoyed it. But then we watched the A&W Root Beer, Bruce Campbell having Cat Planet Cuties, and it was great.
Alright, let's move on to the next one. Give me a question. We'll do some more. A couple more.
I'm gonna mispronounce your name, but Filemon is, what are your favorite comics that aren't from Japan?
Ooh.
Which is a big question if you kind of get that we're kind of like kid comic fans.
I recently have not been reading that much comic books, but let's just try and do this rapid fire. Big fan of Joe. Oh, sorry?
If it not Marvel, be Scott Pilgrim versus the World. I fucking love that one.
Scott Pilgrim is super good. Keep going.
If you want really good, like, I'm a big Iron Fist fan, and like not the Marvel show, the actual comic book character who's way better.
Daniel Rand.
The Immortal Iron Fist run by Matt Fraction. Super fucking rad. The whole Flash Thompson Venom series is super fucking good. Even most Hawkeye series are really good. Like Matt Fraction's run pretty good. And what's my other fucking Infinity Gauntlet's fantastic.
Infinity Gauntlet's really good.
And those are fucking a lot of the Carnage series are super cool. Minus Minimum Carnage, but like Carnage USA is awesome. But,
yeah, I really like Matt Fraction is a writer that I liked a lot in the past. I have not read his stuff in a while, so I don't know how good he is. Brian Lee O'Malley, big fan of his stuff. Haven't read Snot Girl because I'm not super interested in it since he's not doing the art, but
that sucks.
Yeah, it does kind of suck. And I haven't heard the best things about Snot Girl. I really love Superior Foes of Spider-Man. That was one comic recently that I keep thinking about. Huge fan of Mike Allred. I like his classic Madman series. Anytime he did art in a book, I would probably pick it up. I have so many fucking Silver Surfer comics from his run that I've just not read. I just have them stuck in a pile. Ecstatic by Peter Mulligan and Mike Allred is one of my favorite comics. I haven't actually finished the series, but the first few trades that I've read are incredible. It's like, what if superheroes were reality show stars, but it came out in like 2006 before that was like a big meme. Because nowadays I feel like they fucking do that shit all the time. I don't know. There's a lot of good shit. I like comic books.
Same.
I'm trying to look at what I got.
I've been behind on current comics other than the new like Venom series is pretty damn good. Even though I don't like Eddie Brock, it's pretty good.
I'm trying to like as I get older, I'm trying to find like more indie stuff, and I gravitate towards that. There's this one comic I saw. One of my friends posted a video about it. It's called Headlopper, and it's about like this Viking dude that just goes around decapitating people, and it looks fucking awesome. It's got like a mixture between like Adventure Time's art style and Berserk, and if I could describe it quickly, really, I don't know. I want to check that out. And there's a lot of stuff like that I feel it's so much more interesting than just like, I'm really burnt out on Cape Comics. Like, I don't give a shit about like most of what Marvel's putting out now. They can't. Gwenpool. Gwenpool's one of my favorites. When they got canceled the first run of Gwenpool, I was like, "Fuck you, Marvel! This is the last straw. You cancel all my favorite books."
Apparently, they had her in like team book, and she's like not good because she's not done by the original writer.
Yeah, it sucks. That first Gwenpool is so much fucking fun. Actually, illustrated by a manga team too.
All right, anything? That's it. Do you have another one?
No, that's it. I mean, I could if I really thought about it, but I haven't. I just have not been reading Western comics.
We could do a quick question just because it's just a cutie. What color scheme do you prefer? It's by Gad. They love your content so much. Do you prefer the color scheme of either Heaven Johnny or colored manga Johnny? So I'm pretty sure either Heaven Johnny is like a disgusting shade of green.
Yeah.
And I'm a huge fan of white and blue Johnny. That's like the one true Johnny.
Yeah. It's like resounding. I can't speak. Steel Ball Run colored manga. It's hard to go to any other color scheme with those characters for me.
I think Gyro's a disgusting color too in Eyes of Heaven.
Yeah, I find the colors that they've chosen for those characters to be particularly unappealing.
It was different in All-Star Battle too. Like they had like the good color scheme in All-Star Battle, but I don't know why they changed it. And what color scheme do you prefer for JoJolion?
That's really hard. I like the really, really deep. Like, is it like an indigo? Like the really dark blue? Like it almost looks black. It's so blue.
Yeah.
Wait. Yeah.
It's like the dark blue. Yeah. I like that one. I do like the black one as well.
JoJolion is one of those characters that almost every time I see fan art of like a weird color, I find it good. Like JoJolion with green always looks really good. Like a nice like lime or light green. I think looks awesome.
One of the characters that can change the color scheme be pretty good. Where like the side characters always kind of have to be the same color.
Yeah,
like Mista like never changed and like.
I always hate recolors of Mista too because it just feels like he has a definitive color scheme.
Feels off. Like, Naranja never changed really, and Abakio too. They always had like the same color scheme where like Fugo and like Bruno had like change color schemes, and Trish always had the same one too.
Yeah, I would like to see Trish in different ones actually.
I think I've seen like one where she had like orange hair. It's like weird. But yeah, I think that's a quick one I just saw that we could.
Yeah, that's great. I have another one from Aeon Star. What is your opinion on Norisuke's melon parfait?
Never had a parfait ever. I don't think.
Yeah, I know I've had similar things. I've never had one as extravagant as Norisuke's. It looks really like incredibly extra. frankly.
I can't remember because like the one time I went to a convention, I think my sister may have gotten like a parfait, but like I may have tried some, but I can't remember 100%.
I would definitely try it. But I have to say,
same.
Not a huge fan of melon. Melon is not one of my favorites. I don't know if like Japanese melon is different because like you know how like in whenever you see like a melon, Japanese melon, they're like very round and they always have the little like stalk, the wooden like stalk on the top.
Yeah.
I don't know how they taste if I've ever had one of those in particular. There is one little detail when I was looking at the melon parfait. It looks really tasty. I mean, like there's a fuck ton of stuff in it. I think it says that the melon costs like 4,500 yen, which is the equivalent of like almost $50 for a melon.
Fruit. The fruit trade in JoJolion is no joke.
Apparently not.
Yeah, I've never been a fan of, like melons in general, like other than watermelon. Like,
yeah, watermelon is like one of my favorites, but the rest of the melons they just feel like a really mild fruit, and they're just kind of like not super appealing to me.
Because like growing up, like my sister and my dad always got cantaloupes, and I never really liked cantaloupes that much.
Yeah, I used to like cantaloupe, but I've dropped cantaloupes. I've dropped them.
I canceled them.
Canceled lope.
Yeah. All right. Anything else? I'm surprised my sister didn't leave a comment. She said she was tempted to. I told her she could, but she
should have. That would have been really funny. I had one. This one's kind of funny. So from Michael Cutler, how did you two meet? Why did you decide to do a podcast?
Well, we got into the podcast thing earlier. But...
Yeah, we talked about that. But so we met in the 3rd grade.
No, 4th grade, because I was in private school until 4th grade.
Yes. We were friends, went to the same elementary school. We had been friends really close friends in elementary school. Then we drifted a little bit in middle school.
It's a long story.
Yeah, it's a very long story. But then we became very close friends again.
Halo 3, baby.
High school. Yeah, Halo 3 was something that we spent most of our time on. I wonder if we spent more time together in Halo 3 or more time together in real life.
Now real life. Then we would like that's the only way our school was so big that we could only like really.
Yeah, we all hung out. Everyone would hang out in Halo 3. Those were the days when Halo 3 was like huge.
But Jim was the one that I had to do my playthrough of Resident Evil 5 co-op with, and it was a headache.
Oh, it's so funny. I love that was such a fun playthrough of Resident Evil 5.
Yeah, you fucking Sheva.
Sorry, do you have something else to say?
Nah, that's pretty much the basic gist of that.
Michael also has another question I wanted to get to. Which minor JoJo villain is your favorite? This excludes big dads a la Diavolo and Cars, as well as mid-bosses like Risotto and the other Pillar Man. Goons only.
Does Okuyasu's brother count? Because
yeah, totally.
Okay, he felt like he was like the minor bad until another minor bad, big minor bad came in.
So, I don't know if maybe
Because technically he's the main villain of the JoJo live action Part 4 movie.
Well, we don't talk about that, Sam. We never talk about that.
We don't have an episode about that or anything.
Yeah,
I love his stand so much, but like I like him to stand more than him. So I'm trying to think of like, because like it's probably be Pesci if it's like a character wise.
Oh, Pesci's real fucking good.
Because because like there's Stan, which is Bad Company. It's like my favorite like minor villain Stan, but character is probably Pesci.
I feel like Ringo. For me, I would say Ringo, but I feel like Ringo's kind of disqualified because he is kind of like a mid boss, but not really.
Yeah, he overshadows like so many people in part.
He's really important. He's not really a goon, as you say. So yeah, if I had to pick a goon,
Ride the Rainbow is probably like the coolest like minor stand in Part 7.
Oh, that might be what I choose, honestly. Obviously we couldn't say Damo either.
Yeah, Damo's like the mid boss. He's a Rosetta Nera of Part 8.
Yeah. And I really don't like a lot of the goons in Part 8.
Yeah, I don't like a lot of the goons in Part 6, other than like a handful.
Damn, it sucks. Because there's so many good answers. Oh, wait. Could Tonio count?
I guess so. He's not. He's a not really antagonist, but I guess he's viewed as one because enemy stand.
I don't know. I'm gonna say Ringo. That's my final answer. Ringo is he's so incredible.
For me, it's probably Pesci as my character. Minor stand is definitely Bad Company. That's what I would have as a kid. I said it in my top 5 stand video.
All right, that was a really good one.
Anything else? Let's see.
There's a couple more.
Okay. I mean, there's from Alexander Shoten. What do you think of the idea of a JoJo spin-off story, like other than this book Rohan? What story would you like to see? Like, so you get like a minor story from like another character. What would you want?
Okay, so yeah, I was going to bring this one up because I love this question. So I know I just mentioned Tonio, and we do see Tonio in one Rohan, but maybe not even Tonio himself. Like, I love Tonio, but I would love to see more stand users. If we have to do it in the JoJo universe, more stand users that have unlocked their stand naturally through their profession or through their hobby that they love. Because like Tonio gets his because he's such a fucking awesome cooker. Chef, I guess is the right word, not cooker.
Yeah. Cinderella, I guess, kind of too, because she wanted to.
Oh yeah.
Do that, be the fairy godmother.
So I would love a story of someone like discovering their stand that way. I think that'd be really cool because like when all the JoJo characters get their stands, they're around other characters that have stands. So it's like they can kind of contextualize it. But if you're just like some random dude, like say this like a guy in the middle of like I don't know, Russia, who's really good at fucking breakdancing, and he just gets like a stand that makes him dance good or something. Like how would he like contextualize that? He wouldn't have any context for JoJo or stand abilities. So I think that like a story like that would be real fun.
I think like kind of have like a epilogue, like not really just like manga form of like Purple Haze feedback or any of those like after part 5. Just like I can just see like miniature mafia adventures with like Mista and Trish like doing it for Giorno, like something like that. Just to see these two characters like just like kind of like a buddy cop, but buddy mafia kind of thing, where they have to stick enemy stand users or rival gang like fights, like just something like that. And like it's for that Rocky explore more of like Italy and like or like other smaller cities they didn't get to get into in part 5, like something like that.
Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun.
The part 5 crew is so like isolated in JoJo compared to like other parts that I think it'd be great. Because like Rohan went to Italy, but he didn't meet any of the fucking characters.
There are a lot of side stories written about like there's what's it called? Golden Heart, Golden Wind, which is like a side story. What do they call those? Light novel. Yeah, I know that's the problem.
Feedback, and then it's just the one that takes place like in the middle, also about Fugo.
I think it's Golden Heart, Golden Wind, or it's like Purple Haze something. I don't know. Purple Haze feedback is really good. You should read that or watch the audiobook one.
Want me to read it?
You read it?
Read. I would never read a disgusting light novel.
That's the only light novel I've ever read, and I did it as an audiobook because I don't like reading things. What else did I want to say? All right, next question.
That was mine. It's on you.
Yeah, I was just saying, are you ready to move on to the next question?
Oh yeah.
So, Derek Macquarie gave us a couple of really good questions. I won't read through them all because I have what I want to do at the end of this is like the last one we'll do is because we got a lot of questions like this of like what part what's your favorite arc / fight in each part. We'll do that at the end. But so the one that I enjoyed here was is Chick-fil-A still open where you guys are at? Because mine is somehow busier than ever.
Yes.
You know, I have not been around a Chick-fil-A. I've been sheltering in place pretty consistently, and when I do go out, I don't pass Chick-fil-A, so I'm going by Sam.
Yeah, there's a lot of Chick-fil-A's, just as many as Wawa's, and they're still open doing drive-thru.
Hell yeah.
You don't know what a Wawa is? Then it's like a 7-Eleven, but better.
Also, another question that he asked, which I thought was interesting, was, what is it like gaining this recognition in the community? I was there earlier on, and although I'm not as active, always watch and like the videos. Thank you so much. It's really cool that we have people that like tune in regularly for this. Even if you're a lurker and you don't want to post anything, I totally get it. That's the kind of person I am on YouTube. I never comment ever, unless I'm signed in the Jokakaka account.
Don't even click on the video.
But so, yeah, I mean, I'm a lot more in tune with like, because I run all the social media and I run everything. But how does it feel for you having I would say we have a couple hundred people who, well, I guess we do have 1,000 subscribers. So how does it feel to have about 1,000 people care about watching videos that you do, Sam?
I never expected even one person to like watch anything I'm like related to, so like it's weird. Even like people join the Discord, people actually following me on Twitter, it's weird. Like I never actually like think anyone bothered to really like watch or listen or fade into anything I really do, honestly.
Yeah, it's really cool, and something that I mean, I also feel the same way. Like I didn't ever think that I would get any sort of, I would never fall down a path like this, but I'm finding it fascinating and hilarious. One thing that I really like too is there's a lot of like really creative people in this JoJo community. I don't like generally associating myself with the idea of like being part of like a fandom, quote unquote, just because it doesn't feel right to me. I don't know. I'm weird about it. But I really appreciate how many people are so active about like explaining theories and chatting about JoJo, and there's a lot of creative energy in JoJo. And I know Sam and I kind of get a laugh at this sometimes. There's a lot of really bad fan art of JoJo on the internet, but part of me,
Giorno.
Yeah, mostly Giorno, but part of me really loves it because it's a lot of these kids that have never drawn before, or they're really new to art. And they're really inspired by what they're seeing. They're inspired by these characters and the Rocky's art style to draw. And I think it's a really powerful means of getting people to be more creative and share their ideas, which is like my favorite thing.
Yeah, it's cool. You get a good laugh out of a couple of things, but there's one piece of Giorno art I always get a smile out of. Jim knows what it is. But
I do. I do know what it is.
Maybe I'll put it on the Discord, but we'll see. Anything else?
Oh yeah, I just saw one. It just popped up actually. From Brittany Blake.
Did she really? No, she didn't.
It says, "Who is the ultimate best girl from any series?" Brittany
really
has a couple. Brittany has a couple. Yeah, we'll go through these.
If you want to follow my sister, she's a cool ass wrestler / cosplayer at Brittany Blake, by the way, and it's a YouTube channel. You might hear stories of me in some of those.
Yeah, definitely. Follow Brittany Blake. She hasn't put any YouTube videos out.
Some in there.
What's up?
If you want Sam lore, there might be some in there.
Yeah, she hasn't put any videos out in a while, but I hope she does. I really love her vlogs. They're really fun to watch. She live streamed
with her other cosplayer, Fan Murder Nurse, on Twitch the other day. If you want to check out the Murder Nurse VOD, I think that exists on Twitch.
All right, so her first question. I think she has 4 questions. We're gonna do them all, baby.
Of course, my sister's gonna fucking do something about best girl. she bought some of the best girl figures I have.
Best girl in any series. This is such a loaded fucking question. Like,
kind of a big question.
Because any answer you give, someone's gonna be like, "Oh, you fucking normie. Oh, you like this character." I'm looking around at my figures to see.
You want me to go first, or you want you to go first?
I want to go first. All right, so it's a close tie. But the clear winner is Aigis from Persona 3. I love Aigis' design. I love her character arc. She's super freaking cool and sweet.
Persona 3 is great. I got to talk to my sister, see she wants to do like a Persona video.
Oh my god, that'd be so much fucking fun.
Just talking about, compare like 3, 4, and 5, what has the best in certain thing. I gotta see if she wants to do that.
Oh fuck yeah, we definitely should. All right, what's your ultimate best girl from any series?
I'm just looking at my best girl shelf. I do have... I love Nico Robin so fucking much in One Piece. She's like my favorite girl. Actually, her and Juri from Street Fighter is probably my top 2 favorite, with Aqua being like number 3.
Aqua from Kingdom Hearts.
Konosuba.
My number 2 is Megumin from Konosuba, so...
But yeah, fucking Nico Robin is fucking great, and I want to talk about her character, but you haven't gotten to her yet, and I want you to experience it because she is the best, and Nami and Hancock can suck it.
All right, next one. That was a great question. Thank you, Brittany. All right, next question. Brittany Blake. If you had an unlimited budget, what would your dream cosplay be?
Johnny with an actual horse. It'd probably be Devil May Cry Nero with a better looking arm and sword.
That's really good. I have one.
Normal Nero, but Go ahead.
I would be Funny Valentine. I would love to do Funny Valentine. It would be really cool to have the suit made, like, to make it look like a real fucking suit. To get, like, a really incredible wig. And then do, like, the face makeup thing where it looks like you have, like, thick outlines on your face. Mm-hmm. I love Funny Valentine. I would cosplay him so hard.
I don't think anything else. Domo from G Gundam with, like, the full suit, if I could.
Yeah. But I don't know. There's so many. There's ones I'd like to do, but I'm not, like, cool enough to pull it off.
I wouldn't really... If I could just, like, up the quality of, like, the Nero cosplay I have right now, I would probably do that, but...
Oh, I really want to do... And I'm planning on doing this for another thing. I want to make a Naked Snake cosplay from Metal Gear Solid 3, because he's my favoritist, and it would be really fun.
Limited budget Jetstream Sam.
Oh my god. Just actually be a real cyborg.
Yeah, people do that with crazy ass Raiden cosplays.
Yeah, some of the Raiden cosplays I've seen are incredible.
So,
all right, next one.
Thanks. Dan, she put a lot of questions.
She gave us 4. We'll do this next one really quick. How good is Magical Girl Sight on a scale from hell to hell no?
I hate you so much. I joked about her, like, you want to see the edgiest fucking Magical Girl show ever? You remember what Monica, but edgier? Watch episode 1 of Phantom Girl Sight, and you'll see how edgy it is.
Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of Magical Girl Sight. It did make me laugh pretty hard, but I didn't finish it.
Just the image of a shoe with razor blades in it is, like, one of the funniest shits you'll ever see.
Also, the final question. This is actually might be too much to answer right now. If you were a Pokemon trainer, which 6 Pokemon would be in your party?
Okay.
This is way too many.
I can talk about this a lot.
Maybe this should be a separate video.
I'm gonna do it quick. Espeon, Flygon, Sharpedo, Ivysaur. Ooh, Rowlet. I love Rowlet. And who's the last one? And probably Mightyena. They're, like, some of my fucking favorite Pokemon. I had to sit down and, like, look at my list, but...
Yeah, I don't have...
Maybe Raichu instead of Mightyena. I do love Raichu a lot.
I would have 6 Gardevoirs. They'd all be male.
Jim's harem.
No, I don't know. I like Skitty a lot. I like Gardevoir. I like cute Pokemon, because I'm a freak.
It's fine.
I don't know. There's a lot of cute Pokemon. I love Mudkip, even though it's a meme. He's small and blue.
You always love Mudkip. I can back you up on that.
Yeah, but it was because of the meme.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's so many good ones. Maybe we'll do something else later. Because there's too many, dude. There's too many freaking Pokemons. I can't pick right now.
You can't pick?
I can't pick right now. I can't pick favorites. They'll get mad at me.
It's like a Nuzlocke. Gotta kill the rest.
Or maybe it would just be all EVs. Not evolved, just like unevolved EVs. Just 6 unevolved EVs.
Just 6. You may as well go with the 6 Gardevoir so you can have your creepy harem.
Hilarious.
Anything else?
Yeah, there's a couple ones. So I think we got this twice. I'm seeing one from Woolly PAR asks if Part 9 ever comes out after JoJolion, do you think that you'll do a review podcast of that?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
We also got another question. Let me try and find it really quick.
Since we have Joe in the name of the podcast won't change either.
Yeah, obviously. We gotta get that branding. So there was another question about Part 9. Was it here? I don't know. I'll try and find it. I'll look on the screen. It was basically, do you think Part 9 will happen?
Yes.
My answer is uncertain. I'm honestly leaning towards not expecting Part 9 to happen. I don't think there's anything that, like, tells us it's going to happen. Of course, there's that famous fake video of Araki confirming Part 9 that a lot of people still fall for to this day.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I would love for Part 9 to happen, but Araki's getting up there. I don't know if he'll want to stick around doing JoJo anymore.
We'll see. Maybe you make it shorter story. Who knows?
Yeah, I think that'd be cool.
He spent a long time on JoJolion, but that dude loves what he does. He loves doing art, so I don't see him, like, really stopping. Maybe he'll take a break and just focus on, like, one shots maybe for a little bit before actually starting up. But who knows?
That'd be cool. I know this is probably an unpopular opinion, but I would love for Araki to, even if he wants to start a new series or do something completely different. I think he's such a fantastic writer. It would be so cool to see him jump into something where he doesn't have to worry about baggage of like literally 3 decades of backstory.
Yeah, but I think so. But we don't know when we have to worry about that at all. So.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I'm just looking. There's a couple other fun ones. A lot of questions asking us about the head doctor stand. I want to kind of keep that open a little bit because I want to do a video later on where we talk about that maybe.
I mean, yeah, check it. We're actually like weekly. You want to see the evolution of our theories? You can just check out like the past couple chapters because they kind of change with the more and more we see with them.
Yeah, and I'm right now. Everyone is being very like definitive right now on Twitter that I'm seeing, and I'm still like I'm kind of step back. Like I don't want to make any like strong predictions because I'm afraid. I'm not afraid. I feel like we haven't gotten the whole picture yet, and I feel like there's a lot that's going to be explained soon.
Yeah, I feel like it's coming. So there's gonna be a lot of thing about theories. But like, maybe we could just do an episode just on people's fucking theories in general.
Yeah, that'd be fun too.
Just all around JoJo theories, not from just part 8. Just like from people have fucking crazy theories from all parts.
All right. Let's do the one that I said before. Where we're gonna go through every part and say our favorite arc. So from Aspire to B says, pretty awesome that you guys made it to 1,000 subs. Here's to 1,000 more and beyond. As for my question, what is your guys' favorite arc from each part of JoJo and why? So we're gonna do it, Sam. Quick. This is gonna be rapid fire.
I know.
You're gonna say it, and then I'll say part 1, and then you say it, and I'll say it. And I'll say part 2. You say it, I say it. We're not gonna describe anything. We're just gonna go rapid fire.
First Dio battle.
Final Dio battle. Part 2.
Versus Wamuu. Joseph versus Wamuu.
Joseph
chariot battle.
Joseph training with Caesar.
Okay.
Part 3.
The Darby the Gambler.
The final battle with Dio.
Okay.
Part 4.
You go first.
Let's eat Italian food.
That's the Rohan gambling.
Oh, that's really good. Part 5.
Train.
Metallica. Oh, yeah, I was gonna say Metallica. Metallica's mine. All right,
Train's
part 6.
very close. All right.
Part 6.
When it ended, no.
I'll go first. Marilyn Manson.
I'm gonna say Marilyn Manson as well. Jailhouse Lock, close second.
Oh fuck! Wait, I want Jailhouse Lock. I want to say Jailhouse Lock.
All right, Marilyn Manson then for me.
Part 7.
D4C.
I'm gonna say Ringo Road again.
Okay.
Part 8.
And
do you have part 8?
Vitamin C.
Yeah, I'm tempted to say Vitamin C too. I really like the initial Soft and Wet arc. Is real fucking cool. And Born This Way is really fucking cool. But I'm gonna agree with you. All right. Wow, we did that so quickly.
I panicked. Okay, some of the answers may not be 100%.
Yeah, no. After thinking about it, I'm like, damn, I wish I'd said this, but no more. That was what. Yeah.
Hyperventilating there.
All right, I just want to do a few more. I'm seeing these really funny ones. So Marina Prada says, who is the biggest simp in all of JoJo?
Joshu. Joshu and then maybe Polnareff.
So she actually gave us a list of hers, which I thought was fun. I would agree. I would say Joshu is probably the biggest simp right now. So she says number 1 Yukako, number 2 Anasui, number 3 Kira.
Yukako's a simp to one man and one man only.
Oh yeah, and she's the biggest simp for him.
But he ends up like loving her or tricked into loving her, but via stan. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just like
true romance.
Yeah, just like true romance. And she said number 4 Tomoko, which is really another good one too. I think.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. She also asks, where are you guys from and how old are you?
Well, obviously from the many references, I referenced fucking Wawa earlier, so New Jersey.
Yeah, we are from New Jersey, the most epic state in USA.
South Jersey, if you want to get more specific by which part of Jersey. Not that filthy, dirty part skipping North Jersey.
And we are in our mid-20s.
Fucking bird got close to my window. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry. I was looking out my window for a second. There's a bird got really close.
And she also asked, what are other hobbies you guys have, not anime or manga related?
Wait, did we say the age part? I got freaked out by a bird.
Oh, I said that we're both in our mid-20s.
Okay. I just had my birthday like a couple of days ago that I had to celebrate in fucking quarantine, which was
sad.
Yeah. Very fun April 1st birthday.
Sad. Yeah, Sam's birthday is April 1st.
I am a joke.
No joke.
No joke. Ha ha ha. Never hear that. Just like JoJo jokes sometimes.
And so yeah, what's if you could pick a hobby?
I mentioned earlier, I love Gunpla. I love building Gundam models. Even if I haven't watched the series, if it looks weird, I like just building it.
Yeah, I'm really into art, trying to get better at art, and I'm not drawing as much as I should be, but I have a lot of fun. I post my art sometimes on my Twitter, if you're interested.
And what's it called? Also, we both like playing video games, obviously.
Oh yeah,
we done Persona video before and shit. And
Persona 4.
And yeah, I've been playing like Monster Hunter World a lot, and I play Animal Crossing, of course. So,
yeah, I've been playing a lot of fucking Animal Crossing lately.
Yeah, anything else there?
Let me see. Let me take a last look. We've hit a lot of these other questions.
My sister didn't leave any more questions, did she?
No, she only left those 4. No, we got a lot of really good ones. Locked Flopper says, "Why is Part 6 so based?" I think it's no secret I'm not the biggest fan of Part 6, but I like
you're
Part 6.
Not.
Sam hates Part 6.
I don't hate it. I don't.
You play it up. You play up your hatred for it.
I played up a bit, but like it's most lacking compared to other parts.
So we did get another question about Part 6. What is your favorite thing? So King Chipson asks, what is your favorite thing about Stone Ocean?
Foo Fighters.
Foo
Fighters and Hermes.
I love the setting about Stone Ocean, and I also love Pucci. Enrico Pucci is a very cool character, and I think he carries a lot of Part 6 for me.
Definitely, yeah. Pucci. I love Foo Fighters. I love Hermes. Original design, Anasui.
Yeah,
I love that design. But yeah, it's just like. But other than that, I think the stands, other than like a handful, kind of lack compared to other parts heavily. The quality kind of dips in stand fights, or they kind of drag. And I
sometimes
don't like that.
I think it's a little hit or miss.
Yeah, it's very hit. I think I said it. They have very high highs, or they have very low lows, and there's not much middle ground in Part 6 for the stand fights.
Damn, there's so many good questions. I wish we could get to them all, but this would just be way too fucking long. I'm sorry.
I mean, we're only an hour and 15 minutes in, essentially.
I like this one. Evan Russell asks, fun question for you. Which do you find more terrifying? The possibility that a day will come when you no longer exist, or the possibility that some form of you will exist forever without ever reaching a permanent end?
Jeez. Wow. I fear a world where Yandere Simulator actually comes out more than both of those, so...
I don't fear the possibility that I will never exist one day. I've kind of come to peace with that. Like, I obviously don't want to die right now, but I'm not really afraid of dying.
Nah, same. I have to work fucking... Like, I have to go out and work during the whole thing, so I kind of like not fear death right now.
Though I walk through the shadow of death, the valley of death.
Pretty much. Say my prayers.
To
whatever God's listening.
Oh, fuck. We do have another really good one. I'm just trying to do some rapid fire ones here at the end. Flaccid Pancake asks a very good one. Mikitaka, Pulpo, and Joleen's lawyer all belong to the same alien race. So he's asking, is this a theory? What do you think of this theory? All these people belong to the same alien race. These aliens are polymorphs and are linked to the virus that caused stands. This explains the story of Mikitaka and the arrow, why Pulpo is a bed and eats his fingers, while having a stand capable of spreading the virus, and why the lawyer's ears are pointy and grow over time as he talks with Jolyne.
I can see that. Well, human civilians are goblins in JoJo in general. They're all horrific monsters.
Yeah.
Pulpo, He's supposed to be the big fat like Italian.
The big
like,
fat Italian
mob boss stereotype, but like he fucking played it up like 10 times. Because the whole alien thing is like a whole thing itself.
Yeah.
Like, Mikataka is like, oh, you actually do have a mother. Like, no, I just brainwashed her. And there's like, he was chilling in like a fucking, what's it called, a crop circle when he first saw him. It's supposed to be mysterious and funny, mysterious, and never get a 100% answer. You can't believe either one and probably be right. Because we do find out that the thing is from outer space and shit.
Yeah, I don't, I mean, this is a really funny theory. I like the theory, but I don't think that there are aliens as characters in JoJo. I don't think Polpo or the other characters are. Like, I think this is just quirks of, like, especially the finger biting thing. Polpo biting his fingers. I think that's just like a stand. The way he activates a stand.
Yeah, a lot of people viewed it as that, and like.
And then it just grows back because we see a lot of weird stand activations like that.
The lawyer is just human monster in JoJo. It just sits in the background.
Yeah, we have so many other hideous monster goblins that we don't need an explanation for them.
Yeah.
They're just the new normal.
Look at what's his name? Damo. It's like a fucking like weird proportion like man. And he's a rock human. So, and we don't even it's weird. It's fun doing theories, but I can see it both ways of being, a thing and being it not. But if Araki ever comes out and talks about it more,
that'd be really funny if he just came out and was like, "Here's a definitive answer for this."
or if he does like a Rohan one shot with Mikataka. Yeah. Just because like you pretty much caused my house being burned down. You're gonna help me do this one incident with this weird paranormal thing. And there you go, another Rohan one shot. So, anything else?
All right, I think I had one more. Actually, no. I think I'll answer this because I don't think Sam has seen this. So, Flame Emperor asks, "What do we think of Aeon Star's coronation theory?" You haven't seen that video, have you?
No, I don't watch videos.
Yeah, Sam. It's really funny how Sam is not as tuned in to.
Why would I watch a video when I could be playing Monster Hunter instead?
You could put the video on in the background. No, but I do think the Aeon Star has, like, this one, Sam, you really do need to watch this video. He has some really awesome theories. I really love his theories that Gappy's going to literally be Elvis, that his hair will be Elvis's hair,
You told me about that.
Yeah, I think, that his stand will evolve into King Creole. I think this is there's a lot of justification for this using the volume titles that have been revealed in like the past year or so. And I think it's a really well thought out theory that's super exciting and looking forward to having him on the show sometime in the future.
That'd be cool.
Very cool.
So, man, anything else? Any question you surprised we didn't get?
I really thought we were going to get more weird questions directed to us.
Yeah,
honestly,
they don't care about us. If they want lore, they want me lore. They can go to my sister's channel. Maybe you'll hear a story about that.
Yeah, you scrub through all her videos and find times she's mentioned Sam.
But I got some cool what manga we like and hobbies, stuff like that. So I would be if podcasts you listen to.
Yeah. Actually, that was kind of interesting. We didn't get any of those. If there's any follow-ups that people want, if people are interested, because obviously we can't get to everything here, but in this video, if you want to maybe drop something like a quick question, I'll get around to answering it. Especially
if you want a question from me, Jim will let me know.
Yeah, I'll let Sam know. Especially things like manga. Like, obviously, we can't really just sit down here and recommend all our manga, but we got a couple questions about that, and I really am so passionate about talking about manga, so hit me up.
Yeah, you can follow us on Twitter and all that stuff too. And the Discord, of course. You want to chat about anime and manga other than JoJo.
Yes, please join our Discord. We have a huge community already. It's pretty active. A lot of really fun conversations. People getting me to make funny emotes and stuff. Yeah. It's really cool. I was a little overwhelmed at first because we had so many people join, but
we're unprepared.
Yeah.
So, anything else?
No, I think we can wrap it up. My apologies if we didn't get to your question. I wanted to try and keep this a little short. Yes. If not, seriously, if you really have your burning question, just at us on Twitter at Jokakaka on Twitter, or drop a question in this video, and I'll see if I can answer it really quick.
Or maybe at 2K we do another one. I don't know.
I think it'd be a little overkill.
I know.
2K is our face reveal.
No, they can't handle my face.
Go ahead, they'd be too attracted to it.
Yeah, it's too beautiful. Like handsome Squidward, that their face is just like turned to stone.
Yeah. When we do our face reveal, Sam, it's gonna be.
No, we'll ask them to do fan art. What they think the faces look like.
Yeah, draw us what you think we look like based on our voices.
I mean, they have the art from our collab video.
I'll give you a hint. I'm 2 times bigger than Sam.
Well, that's not saying much. I'm very skinny.
We're gonna see fan art where you're like 3 feet tall and I'm 6 feet tall.
My Kappa look is very close. So.
All right. We want to wrap it up.
Yeah. Thank you very much for the Q&A and all the questions and love and likes and sharing you guys did. It means a lot. We
are beyond flattered. Seriously, I read every single comment question we get.
Yes, Jim does send me a lot, so I don't think I don't like see a bunch.
Yeah, Sam, I definitely force Sam to look at some, especially the funny ones. I force Sam to look at, or the really, really flattering ones.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's super fun. I feel so #blessed that we have found a small niche. The one thing that I always wanted when we started doing podcasts was, I think I said it at least once or twice to Sam, like, I just want like a core group of like 100 people who just like watch every episode. Because I think that'd be super cool.
A low 1,000. A singular 1,000.
A single 1,000.
A singular 1,000 plus.
Yeah, and I know that our other videos don't do as well as the Jokakaka, the JoJolion ones, but we still do have like a pretty core group of people that watch everything, and I just think that's super rad. Thank you so much.
The fact that we had like any like other JoJo tubers who were like way bigger than us, like actually comment or talk to us, is like kind of crazy.
The first time that actually I think he only did it once, but Xforts left a comment on one of our videos like ages ago, like when we had like maybe 100 subscribers, and I was like, holy shit. Like, and he's actually subscribed to us too. I was like, oh my god, like, damn,
so crazy.
I think it's really cool that bigger guys like him will jump in and like take a look at smaller people in these communities. Oh, also, I do want to officially pour one out. I want to pour one out for our homie Sam. Do you know who I'm pouring one out for?
Which one?
The Jokakaka podcast.
Jokakaka. Oh, did I ever tell you about that? Yeah, I forgot about that.
So, right around the time when we had done like maybe Jokakaka for a year,
we outlived them, bitch.
So. Two other guys made a podcast called the Jokakaka podcast. I don't know, maybe they're out there listening. If you are, drop a comment. Honestly,
we'll take you and every other JoJo podcast on a 2v2 of Eyes of Heaven.
Honestly, I was bummed when I saw you guys stopped. I know, of course, everyone's lives are different, and sometimes we have to change things. But it was really fun to me that we had like another group that was doing the same thing.
Arch rivals that I completely forgot about.
Yeah. It's just funny to me that we
they appear like you took everything away from me. Like you don't even know who you are. I'm sorry.
So I just checked on it, and apparently the channel's been renamed to Misha Mike. I'm giving you a shout out right now.
To the Cat Cast.
No. He's actually done some really cool videos. I need to watch some of these. It's done some like music video, like JoJo music video animations. That's cool. Looks like, which honestly is way more valuable content than the shit that we do every month. So.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Hell yeah, Misha
Probably
Mike.
Way more talented than me or you.
Misha Mike, you're getting a fucking upvote right now. I'm sending an upvote to you.
I jest. But hey, we get every JoJo podcast to a 2v2 tournament in Eyes of Heaven, man. We're in.
So it's just us two.
Yeah, just us two, and we win by default, and we get a trophy.
Well, I guess there's a... is there like JoJo's was our podcast? Isn't that like a podcast too?
I listen to one other JoJo podcast, and that's JoJo's World. If I recommend, or fucking, I like podcasts that just two friends talking about a subject and not like overly just dramatic or everything.
I fucking hate podcasts with two friends talking about stuff. They really never. Right? They're never funny. They're always way too fucking long.
I know, it's like an hour and a half. Like like them and like
it fucking sucks.
Some weekly. It's got a question, but the weekly planet. Just like I don't know. It's just that's like a podcast I like. Just it's two friends chatting about nothing.
Hell yeah. So yeah, pour one out for the Jokakaka podcast.
Yes, pour one out. I guess. Thank you, Jim, for bringing that up in our plugs. Yeah. Like Jimmy mentioned earlier, join the Discord, follow the podcast on Twitter or us separately on Twitter. We have the link for that. And anything else? 'Cause I know we're gonna have the part 3 discussion got pushed back because we hit 1K faster than we expected it to.
Yeah, look forward to us dropping more part 3 videos in the future. And also,
the devil.
I always want to throw this out there. Let us know what content you'd like us to see, because we're open to making anything. If you want to see us tackle other manga,
I want to put a poll out there. I'm not sure, like on Twitter or in the comments. Like, should I read part 1 or Chimera Ant arc?
Oh, you should do that. Maybe I'll do it on the Jokakaka Twitter account, because it's actually way
Discord.
bigger than mine.
We'll
yeah,
see.
You can vote on Discord too. There's a way to do that. So
I'll think about it. I'll wait after the video comes out to really put that out. Maybe put it on the weekend. But we'll see.
Yeah.
I kind of want to just thinking about either part 1 or start the first half of Chimera Ant arc. I'm not sure yet.
Damn, I would love to. If you do, I will reread the Chimera Ant arc, because it's so fucking good.
What point to stop at?
I will. I looked this up before. I know what. There's a certain chapter number.
So yeah, I look forward to those. Whenever that happens in 2025. Anything else? I think I got everything right.
No, I think that's it. I think we can we can wrap this bad boy up.
Cut it. All right. Yeah, thank you again for 1,000. We'll hope to see you for another 1,000 more.
Yeah, hell yeah. All right.
Maybe
bye.
One day there'll be a face reveal. Who knows? Probably not.
Well, we definitely will.
Never.
We need to do a face reveal video. It would be fucking awesome.
Yeah, when you do your cooking video.
Yeah, I will do a cooking video sometime as well.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right, bye.
Bye.